At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Ranked #1 in innovation for 10 consecutive years and #2 among public universities for employability, ASU isn't just ahead of the curve, it's creating new paths to success. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online, that's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit activeday.com to apply.
Okay, so you've given us some really interesting search terms to dig into today, centered around 3910 Littlefield. And we're going to try to figure out what this tells us about what might have happened at this address in Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like you were really trying to piece something together here.
Yeah, and just to remind everyone listening, this is what we do here at the Deep Dive. You know, we take these internet breadcrumbs.
Digital traces.
Yeah, digital traces, exactly. And we try to, like, reverse engineer what was going on in the mind of the person doing the searching.
A little digital archaeology.
Exactly. Yeah, so let's look at what we've got here. It looks like explosion, Detroit, Littlefield explosion.
Possible explosion, even emergency alert today. You know, it's like watching a story unfold in those search bars.
Yeah, okay, so we're seeing 13910 Littlefield popping up a lot, and also the word explosion, or variations of it, right? Possible explosion, explosion alert, and that seems pretty significant, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, when you see a specific address coming up again and again like that, with a term like explosion, it's a big red flag. You know, something's probably going down at that location.
And it seems like whatever happened or was happening was pretty big, right?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely grabbed your attention enough to make you search for more information.
And we're seeing Detroit consistently too, right? Explosion Detroit or Littlefield Detroit. So it's clear this isn't just about any explosion anywhere. You were zeroing in on Detroit.
Right. It's like saying, okay, this isn't some general thing I'm interested in. This is something specific happening in this specific city.
And then we get to those searches with today in the emergency alert today. You know, that tells me you weren't just curious about something that happened in the past. You were looking for up-to-the-minute information.
Totally. That sense of urgency really comes through. It's like you needed to know what was happening right then and there.
I find it interesting, though, that you also used phrases like possible explosion. You know, that kind of suggests to me that maybe the information you initially came across wasn't totally confirmed yet.
Yeah, it makes sense, though, right? When news is breaking, sometimes those first reports are a little shaky. You know, people are trying to figure out what's going on. And so you search with what you've got, even if it's not 100% certain.
And even something small, like the slight misspelling Littlefield instead of Littlefield. You know, it makes me think maybe you heard about this rather than read about it.
Could be. Yeah. I mean, when things are happening fast, you go with what you remember, and sometimes it's the sound of a word that sticks with you.
So, okay, when we put all these pieces together, it looks like you were trying to figure out what was happening in Detroit at 13910 Littlefield, and specifically if there had been an explosion and you needed this information right away.
Exactly. And you were also checking for emergency alerts, so it sounds like you were concerned about the potential impact of whatever was going on.
And, you know, just to reiterate for everyone listening, this is purely speculation based on the search terms, provided we don't know the full story here.
Right. But these searches do give us a glimpse into what was on your mind at that moment.
Totally. So we've established you were likely looking for information about a potential explosion at 13910 Littlefield in Detroit.
And that you needed this information as quickly as possible, which suggests a pretty urgent situation.
Yeah. So my final thought for everyone listening is this. If an explosion did happen at that address, what kind of ripple effects do you think it would have on the surrounding community?
It definitely makes you think about how something like that could impact people's lives, right?
Absolutely. And that's what we try to do here at the Deep Dive, you know, really delve into these digital breadcrumbs and see where they lead us.
Exactly.
So until next time, keep those searches coming.
And stay curious.
You got it.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.